Hello, my beautiful friends. Today I am showing you how to make the most delicious Korean-inspired pork belly rice bowl. It is incredible. So let's rewind and I'll show you how we got here. So the full recipe is going to be down in the description box. I am pickling some onions and peppers with boiled water, vinegar, and sugar. Just a quick pickle. But what I want you to really get from this video is that a lot of times we are cooking the same things over and over again, and we cook out of what we are most familiar with, right? It's what we're most comfortable cooking in our kitchens. We go to our chicken, our bake this, our bake that, our staples in our kitchen, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I want you to do is to start getting more comfortable bringing some international flavors or just some things that you are not familiar with into your kitchen. I promise you, you will find that some of the things that you try become your absolute favorite things to eat. I'm making here two different bowls. My husband loves a fried rice, so I cut up a little bit of the peppers and onions in dices for him, but the pork belly is really the star of the show here. I cut it into 2 to 3 inch chunks. I season it with things like Chinese 5-spice powder, ground ginger, soy sauce, sesame oil, fish sauce, and it really brings these international flavors to the dish that I didn't used to cook with very often. But oh my goodness, it's as if I went out to a restaurant every time I cook like this. I love that I can do things that are not the usual thing in my kitchen, and I encourage you to do the same. So here I am making fried rice for my husband because it's something that he's familiar with. And a lot of times we have to try things when we're trying something new. We need to do it in a way where it is something familiar with something new. Kind of like I do with praise and worship. Like I'm a praise and worship leader, right? So when I am introducing a new song, I do it in a way where it is attached to a song that the congregation is familiar with. So here is the fried rice. You can put whatever you have into it. I had onions and I had these green peppers, not green, yellow. They're much milder, much sweeter. And I always meal prep rice. I like having rice just in my refrigerator for the week because it allows me to be very creative and do things a lot quicker than I could if I didn't have the rice already made. And now back to the star of the show. You're going to flip the pork belly over, and when you do that, you'll see the incredible flavor that is happening with the pork belly. The 5-spice powder and the soy sauce give it such great color and flavor. So to really get the pork belly tender, we're going to add water to the pan and bring it up to about 3/4 of the way up the pork belly. Anywhere from halfway to 3/4 of the way up the pan, not covering the pork belly. My fried rice has to have chicken flavoring in it. It just takes it to a different level. I know that's not authentically fried rice, but it just makes the flavor so much better. And then you don't have to use so much soy sauce. So I want the water that we just put in that pork belly to be a flavorful elixir, just a flavorful bath that this pork belly is going to sit in. So I add more ground ginger, I add more soy sauce, more fish sauce. You know, fish sauce, don't be afraid of it. It gives incredible flavor to your food. We're going to cover the pan, turn it to low, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're going to take the lid off and let it reduce. And now I am finishing my fried rice here, and I like to finish it with an egg, and I do that by adding a little sesame oil to the center of the pan and then cracking the egg in the middle. I scramble it up just a little bit, and then I break it up. Well, just watch. Remember to taste as you go. That is what a great cook does. You want to make sure that dish is tasting the way you think it tastes. This sauce makes the pork belly. It's a blend of rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, sugar, sesame oil, and Korean gochujang. The gochujang is a fermented red pepper paste. And I'm telling you, you can pick it up from any Asian market. Sometimes they carry it in Walmart or regular grocery stores. I use just about a tablespoon, if that. And it brings this incredible umami to the pork belly that you just can't get without it. So I blend it all up, and then I pour it over that pork belly. Stir it around a bit and reduce it further. And I'm telling you, this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. It's going to reduce. It's going to get really caramelized and brown. That sugar is going to start caramelizing really nicely, almost to the point where it is candied around that pork belly. It is incredible. It's incredible. You can do this if you're not into pork belly. You don't have to use pork belly. You can do it with chicken thighs that you cut into like 2-inch chunks. I've done that before. It's also equally as delicious. You can do it with steak. You can do it with seafood. Just really let your imagination go wild with this. I like to finish my bowl to make it as authentic as I can with a sunny side up fried egg. I'm going to stop talking now and just let you watch how all of this comes together. I love being adventurous in my kitchen. You don't have to go out to change the pace of the foods that you're eating. Sometimes we get into a rut where we just are cooking the same things over and over and over again, week after week. But I encourage you to get creative in your kitchen. Take your taste buds on a culinary journey around the globe. There are so many things that you probably have never tried before that once you try them, you will find that they become your absolute favorite thing to eat. I love having experiences like that. So get creative in your kitchen. Don't be afraid of things that you haven't tasted before, things that you haven't tried before, things that you think you can't do because you've never done it before. Look, it's your kitchen. Do what you want to do. You will find plenty of food inspiration right here on my channel, The Virtual Godmother. I will post a link to my cozy food and my healthy food playlist so you can decide which path you want to go down. Is it going to be cozy or is it going to be healthy? Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that when I turn my camera on to do something like this, you are right here on the other side of it. I will be praying for you, and I'll see you soon.